start, we have to set up the simulated workplace para ma-practice yung inspection. So setup, kailangan i-include yung machinery and stations, chemical storage, electrical panels, walkway clutter, PPE signage, at fire extinguisher location. Basically, yung buong work area para makita lahat ng possible hazards. Second, inspection checklist template. Guide natin to para ma-check natin yung lahat ng items systematically. Third, hazard rating matrix, likelihood or severity. Gagamitin natin to score risk kung gaano ka-possible at gaano kalala yung hazard. Next, roll cards para sa bawat actor sa shop floor, like operator, supervisor, maintenance, at safety officer. Next, cameras or phones. Pwedeng gamitin ito to document hazards for reporting. So, overall, this setup ensures realistic simulation at ma-practice natin inspection, hazard recognition, and risk scoring effectively.
Good day everyone, my name is Syra Mayra Licopan and I will be discussing about sample inspection checklist. Sample inspection checklist. Ito po ang checklist na ginagamit sa workplace inspection para makita ang mga hazardous at para masigurado kung safe ba ang environment ng mga workers. General housekeeping. Dito chine-check kung malinis ba ang aisles, walang nakaharang sa walkways or sa dinadaanan at kung nalinis agad ang mga spills. Machine guarding. Dito, tinitignan kung may proper guards ba ang machine at kung gumagana ang mga emergency stop button. This helps prevent workers from getting injured by moving machine parts. Electrical. Inspector check if electrical panels are labeled at kung maayos ang mga electrical cords at kung may mga proper grounding ba, and also it's prevent electrical shock and fire hazard. Chemical safety. Dito naman check kung tama ba ang mga labels ng chemicals at kung may secondary containment para maiwasan ng spills. It keeps workers safe from harmful chemical exposure. Lifting and manual handling. Ito naman kung may proper tools tulad ng carts or trolleys at kung may team lift signage ba. PPE or personal protective equipment. Dito naman check kung available ang protective equipment, kung nasa good condition pa ito, at kung ginagamit ng tama like gloves, helmets, or goggles. Fire safety. Check kung accessible at functional ang fire extinguisher, at kung working ang emergency exit, alarms, at emergency lights. This ensure preparedness during emergencies. Ergonomics. Titignan ang workstation heights at kung may repetitive motion hazard. Procedures. Inspector check if proper lockout or tagout is followed during maintenance at kung kompleto ang permit for confined spaces or isolation procedure. This prevent during high-risk tasks. Training and signage. So dito naman check kung train ang workers at kung malino at readable ang safety signage. This ensure na naiintindihan ng lahat ng safety rules.
So para sa last slide, dito natin makikita ang example ng quick win suggestions. Ibig sabihin ito yung mga improvements na mabilis gawin pero malaking impact agad sa safety. First is install machine guarding para sa exposed rotating parts. Basically, kailangan may protection or cover yung mga umiikot na parts para maiwasan ng accident. Ito ay under engineering controls. Second is mag-introduce ng floor making at barriers para ma-separate yung pedestrian at forklift paths. Para simple lang, para hindi magsalubong ang tao at forklift at maiwasan ng collision. Combination naman ito ng engineering at administrative control. Next is implement lockout or tagout checklist at toolbox sa mga maintenance at crews. Ito ay administrative control para merong proper procedure bago mag-repair ng equipment. Then, mag-provide ng spill kits at turuan ang mga employees kung paano gamitin. PPE and administrative control. Ito ay para sa mga tao kapag may chemical spill para ready sila. Lastly is prepare electrical cords and label circuits. Engineering control naman ito para maiwasan ang fire hazards and electrical shock. So, overall, ang mga quick wins na ito ay simple lang, pero malaking tulong para sa safety at prevention na din sa mga accident sa workplace. Yun lang. Thank you everyone.
Letter E. Learning tips for students, future employer, and safety officer. First bullet. Always verify permits, procedures before assuming compliance. Huwag lang umasa sa papel. Tiyakin na updated sila, sinusunod ang mga patakaran, at naiintindihan ng mga manggagawa para yung kaligtasan sa papel ay katulad ng tunay na kaligtasan. And the second bullet, interview multiple workers to cross-check details. Like, ang operator, supervisor, at maintenance staff ay may kakaibang nakikita. Kapag kausap mo silang lahat, makikita mo yung mga problema na maaaring makalaktaw sa isang tao lang. The last one, look for system-level issues. For example, chronic housekeeping failures indicate process or supervision problems. Yung maduming lugar, hindi lang dahil tamad ang manggagawa. Kadalasan may mas malaking problema tulad ng walang lugar para iimbak. Mas epektibo na ayusin yung pinagmulang problema kaysa ayusin yung dumi ng ulit at ulit lang.
Good day, I am Natasha Nicole Ingreso and I will discuss about Development of Safety Improvement Plans (SIP). This section introduces the process of creating a structured plan to improve safety within an organization. A. Purpose: to convert identified problems or accident causes into actionable steps. SIP template indicates that the following items make up the recommended format for creating a safety improvement plan. Executive summary briefly states the main safety problem and the primary solution. Background provides context about where and when the issue was found and what was examined. Findings summarize the hazards discovered ranked by severity or risk. Propose corrective actions. List the steps needed to fix each hazard. Action description. Exactly what will be done to correct the hazard. Hierarchy of control classification. Identifies what type of control method the action belongs to. Responsible person development. Names who is accountable for carrying out the action. Estimated cost. Indicates how much the action will cost and what materials or support are required. Target completion date provides a reasonable deadline for the action to be completed. Performance metric success indicator defines how success will be measured after the action is taken.
Number 5, implementation plan. So, dito, kailan natin sisimulan and tatapusin yung bawat safety solution or gumawa tayo ng isang Gantt chart o listahan ng milestone para makita natin yung schedule. And next is training and communication plan. So, dito naman tinatanong kung sino yung kailangan i-train. For example, yung workers and supervisors. Or, tinatanong din dito kung anong method ang gagamitin and kailan yung schedule ng training para matutunan nila yung bagong safety rules. Monitoring and review. So, dito naman, malalaman natin kung or paano natin malalaman na sigurado or nasusunod yung isang plano. So, dito, magtatakda ng isang audit frequency and KPIs or yung Key Performance Indicators para sukatin kung successful ba yung isang safety plan. So, budget summary. So, dito natin malalaman kung ilan yung kailangan na pera and ilalagay din dito yung mga prioritized items or yung low cost or high impact na kasya sa isang budget. So, ipinapakita din dito na yung cost effective and yung solutions.
And the last one is yung appendices. So, dito naman, ito yung mga supporting documents tulad ng inspection checklist, photos ng hazard or interview notes, and legal reference. So, for example, yung safety standards na ginamit natin na basehan. Letter C, activity or create an SIP group project. So, basically, sa part na to is gagawa tayo ng isang plano para maging mas ligtas yung isang workplace based sa hazards. And ipapakita natin kung yung paraan para makumbinsi natin yung isang management na practical and cost-effective yung ating solusyon.
Install machine guarding for exposed rotating parts. Adding covers or shields to rotating machinery parts to prevent workers from being accidentally caught or injured. Second, introduce floor marking and barriers to separate pedestrian routes from forklift paths. Using colored floor lines and physical barriers so that employees know where to walk safely and avoid areas where forklifts operate. Third, implement lockout or tag-out checklists and toolbox talk for maintenance crews, ensuring machines are properly turned off and locked before maintenance, providing training or short safety talks to remind workers of correct procedures. Fourth, provide spill kits with training on use, making spill clean-up kits available and teaching employees how to use them, helping prevent accidents from slippery floors or hazardous spills. Fifth, repair frayed electrical cords and labeled circuits, fixing damaged electrical wires to avoid electrical shocks or fire hazards, labeling electrical circuits to help workers easily identify what each switch controls.